adore this part of Melbourne. Albert Park, you've got big, wide streets, you're minutes from the city, and it is full of character.
Character of this vintage, though, doesn't lend itself easily, though, to modern-day living. And the new owner here wanted a light-filled house, but more importantly, somewhere that would hide all the mess.
And that is exactly what is behind this facade, a way to live big in a small house.
The original front room has been retained as a bedroom.
I love how much light is in here, which would otherwise have originally been a really dark corridor. Pete, the second bedroom has been transformed into a really funky home office.
And off the back of it, a sneaky little bathroom, which is flooded with natural light due to this floor-to-ceiling glass.
And this is where the real space-saving ideas begin. Got a hidden laundry in here.
But this is quite a revolutionary idea. The hallway, which is usually a linking waste of space, is now the kitchen.
Yeah, and Pete, how nice is it seeing a black kitchen and continuing that really funky use of colour? Look at all the linings on the inside of the cupboards and drawers. Hot pink.
What about this brick on the floor?
Well, it's very practical. I mean, essentially it's still a corridor, but it also links your eyes to the courtyard at the back.
This relates to an outdoor space because it's right opposite this central courtyard, which is getting light into both the old and new end of the house.
Opens the whole way up, which means the ventilation in this house is sensational.
So the central part of the house, Jo, is both the heart and lungs of the entire design.
I like that.
Now, terrace houses, by their very nature, are long, narrow buildings between 5 and 6 metres wide.
Now, usually when you go into a terrace home, they've got storage on one side or occasionally both sides, but that can take up to a metre of what is already a very limited space.
So where is all the storage? We're actually standing on it. Here, the floor is the cupboard.
This is genius. I've not seen anything like this before, Pete.
Have a look. Oh.
So you can put all your household bits and pieces in here, or your kids can have their toys to store away. You can even actually open the side panels, Pete, so as a young child, you can use it as tunnels underneath the floor. How much fun would you have?
The owner's got a 5-year-old, so it's very easy for him to get all these toys out and make a mess, but when the doorbell rings, Jo...
Sweep it all back in.
Quick! The neighbours are coming.
Close it up. Look at my perfect life. There's no mess here. Pete, I do love, in the midst of all of these hard surfaces, you have this gorgeous sunken lounge.
It softens everything, creates another zone, Jo. Everything's multi-purpose, so here the toy boxes actually become the seat. Being 450 high, that's the perfect height.
It is so clever. The only thing I'd have to say, though, sitting here, you do feel like that you should be, like, watching a movie. Like, this is where the TV would be, but there isn't one.
Ah, a little bit more floor play, Jo. Have a look at this.
That is so cool. There is a lot to like about this house, but Pete, I actually think this stairwell is my favourite feature.
It's quite stunning, isn't it? It's perforated steel. It's folded in one piece, the stairs and the risers, with this screen. You can actually see through it from the front to the back door, so it's quite light.
Wow, it's here that you can actually really appreciate it.
And you're really uncomfortable standing on these perforations, aren't you?
I'm so scared of heights.
But by continuing it across into the hallway, that perforated steel, it increases the natural light into the ground floor, and that's just simply by leaving the floor joists exposed from below.
And Pete, I've noticed that they've actually used the steel in various places around the house to cover, like, the heating and the cooling, but how good does it look as that back wall, as a screen for that window up here?
It really is the signature material of the entire design. Instead of having a harsh light from that northwestern facade, it's now beautifully soft and filtered.
So into the master bedroom, and obviously it feels quite open at the top of the stairs, but if you want privacy, you just pull across the sliding doors. Now, it does have a really good size walk-in robe, but just having the illusion of the mirror at the end makes it feel like it goes on and on forever.
At the end of the top floor is this cute little bathroom overlooking the original roof. And take a look at this. This is one piece of prefabricated fiberglass put together by a couple of surfboard makers. I love that. No sharp edges, perfect for little Louie, who's only 5 years of age. And there's 3 bedrooms in all, including this one. More storage in the floor, but instead of a toy box, here it's a shoe box.
Well, this house goes to prove you don't have to live in a huge place to have your home jam-packed full of really cool, space-saving ideas.
Yeah, you got it. A typical house, common problem, but a very creative solution. A floor which actually gobbles up your mess.